Good morning. Good morning. So we are here back on Friday. This week has been spectacularly busy for me. And but things are going well, picking up new clients and things like that. So I may it may change some things. But we'll see. Well, it's definitely gonna change one thing for sure, but um yeah, I'll talk about that in just a moment. All this stuff set up and bam, bam, bam. There we go. All right. So this morning, woke up and I saw Adobe up 15%. Now, this is one that I am going to slap on the watch list. Has a beta of 1.28, so it does follow the SPY quite a bit. I do see that the SPY is red today. So I'm thinking either this thing is going to go sideways today, but I'm really not expecting too much of an upwards move. Maybe some range play, but just going to kind of watch it. But it's my main watch above 5 right now. It is a little bit more expensive. Looking at the rest of the scan, really didn't see any low floats out here that were moving big that are above 5. So just focusing in on the stock in play, which for right now is Adobe. And it's floating around $530 per share. Now, for this, it has an ATR, and I switched off of it, has an ATR of $11.41. So if I play this with this specific ATR, $11.41, I'm looking for, and I am going to be willing to hold it a little bit longer because I've noticed I get into good plays, but I'm playing it with the time frame of a small cap. So, sometimes I need to just, take a deep breath and let it play, right? And to do that, I am going to be sizing down for these plays, especially to hold longer, because you don't need much to make money on something that's moving $11 per share, right? So that's what I'm looking at now. But anyway, I was doing this calculation. 1141 is the ATR, so I will multiply that by 25%, and I'll be looking for about $2.85 per share as a target, as a trailing stop target. So but I'm going to have to give it some room, give it time to build those new levels. Let's go ahead and look at the actual catalyst on Adobe. But today, I'm definitely thinking it's going to be either sideways or going bearish with the SPY, unless the SPY does a big turnaround. Good morning, Mike D. Are you watching Adobe as well? What are you watching? What are you watching? All right, Adobe catalyst here. Adobe reports record revenue in Q2 fiscal 2024. Adobe Design Made Easy event showcases how leading companies are supercharging design across teams. Adobe to announce this was basically a precursor to this report. New Adobe Express for Enterprise makes it easy to accelerate on-brand content creation and production across teams. Now, Adobe is everywhere. I know a lot of people, they use all these other video and picture and whatever else editing software, but Adobe is huge. So I've definitely seen Adobe everywhere, whether it comes to PDF editing. I mean, it's got everything. So that's why I'm pretty interested. And it has had good news, AI news, and it's had its own news of making a lot of money. Let's jump out here to the Adobe report record revenue. Adobe achieved a record revenue of 5.31 billion, driven by strong growth across Creative Cloud, Document Cloud, and Experience Cloud. And then we see, well, that was by the CEO. Our highly differentiated approach to AI and innovative product delivery are attracting an expanding universe of customers and providing more value to existing users. Adobe delivered outstanding Q2 results, positioning us to raise our annual targets, said Dan Dern. Our market leading products, strong execution, and world class financial discipline position us well for the second half of 2024 and beyond. And so this is like a repeat of what I read up there. They got 5.31 billion in the second quarter of the fiscal year. Let's see what we got. Not really much red flags here. I mean, this is from the company. This is a press release, so I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna slap it onto a watch list. I don't know what it's going to do today. I was looking at the higher time frames out here on the monthly, and I marked a couple of levels that it had tested. I don't know if it'll get back to these levels around 500, around 520, and then it had a top level up here that it could break this shoulder up here of the 574s. But right now it's only $40 away, and it has an ATR of $11.41. So we'll see if it can cover that full ATR. Let's continue looking though. So on the weekly chart, or actually, did I look all the way? It's been going up forever because Adobe has so many customers. But it does have a pretty high beta, and I'm thinking it's going to be following the SPY a little bit. I want to see a turnaround on the SPY, and that would probably help out movement on Adobe for today. But anyway, these were the levels that I was looking at around 500, from 520 to 500, and then the top level up there 571 hitting up to maybe 6, but that could be a big move. I don't know. That's a big move for one candle. If we look at the average monthly candle, some of the biggest ones were what, from 678 down here to 538 or something like that. But those were kind of irrational, very irrational moves. What do normal candles look like in consolidation? Let's see, from 450s up to about about $50 in a normal month. About $50 of movement. Let's see, this one 279 up to 317. 326 up to 375, so about $50 in consolidation of movement, so pretty good. But that's one of those things. This is a monthly chart. This isn't happening very fast. Let's go to the weekly chart, and let me make these bigger so we can actually look over here. All right, so weekly chart. These were the levels that I was looking at, the levels of, and I can actually spread those out looking at those bottoms here. What's this? 470. I don't know if it can get there, but the top side of here, 524s. Just looking for previous levels that cause problems or not. 554 right there. Okay, had a snap down. 536s. And all of these could be like previous points that it could turn or pivot on. We don't know what pivot it'll be, depending on the price action. But yeah, just a couple of levels in there. And then top side, what is this? 635s up here around this level, 620s. A lot of levels to be had there. But I'm definitely going to keep my eye on all of them. I think that it's going to follow the SPY and either go sideways or go down today, but we'll see. Maybe it'll surprise us out of the open and just explode. But if it does, oh well. I'll just wait for it to do a little pullback, because if it does explode, it'll probably be an ATR break of high and it'll try to hold. So if it holds, I may give it a play today. It'll be a little bit more expensive, of course. Did get up to 536 and just kind of hasn't revisited that yet, but definitely possible. Let's go back. Let's look at the daily chart. Daily chart is going to open up way up above where it was before. A nice 15%. And for something to move this much as a large cap, there is big money on the line. Big money in this move, to move something like this almost from 450s up to almost 550s, almost $100 move overnight. So, very, very interesting. Good morning, Lori Lee. We're out here looking at levels on Adobe, and I'm not seeing any low floats come up just yet. Looking over here on the scans, MVAX is down. But yeah, this is the biggest mover and it's a large cap. So a lot of money behind this movement. Okay. But yeah, we're watching. If something pops up, we'll definitely see it. And as y'all know, I have been trading everything. Small caps, mid caps, large caps, everything. I'm really non-discriminatory at this point. I don't even care. I'm like, let's go. I'm looking for the opportunities, looking for the news, and the large cap trades have been going pretty good. I just got to get more data. That's it. I got like only a couple of those trades. I have lost on one when I tried to buy ATR low, breaking recovery. The biggest loss that I've had on the large caps is like 130 bucks, but I bought low, expecting it to come back up on Oracle, which let me show y'all that one. ORCL. And I felt so stupid on this. I saw the news come out, and where did I end up buying this? Up here, let's see. Nope, not that one. Nope, nope, nope. It might have been back here on. Hold on, let me go get the dates. Where's my internet? Let's go look. When did I trade Oracle? Oracle June 12th. Okay. June 12th. So that was this day. Saw it come down, and I actually got stopped out on it. It broke the ATR high here, and I don't like when they break the ATR high because they have a very high possibility of going on down. I got stopped out down here, man. I had an entry of, what was my entry? Had an entry of 139.29. I was looking for the 140s to hold, and it stopped me out. When I got in, looking for it to hold, and I was like, I don't want to risk a whole lot. Actually, I bought kind of high too. It was above here, and I bought right around this level, and it didn't really go that much further. I mean, to be honest, it would have been a better buy off of the ATR down here when I saw it at 136. But I was like, I don't know. But after that recovery, I should have just went ahead and pulled the trigger on it right here. I keep losing this thing. Right. Where's the day? I feel like I'm looking at the wrong day. I am. Right here. So I saw it do this recovery on the 15-minute, and I was very hesitant. I really should have just attacked that, got in at the 36 and let it go. But I just, I don't know. This was at the bottom of a move, forward move into the ATR high, and I just was stupid. Not stupid. I was just had a tight stop, and I had in my mind, look, this thing goes the wrong way, I'm getting out. But I actually got stopped out on, I believe it was this candle. It had to be this candle, this dip down. And no, I keep looking at this thinking I'm getting stopped out. No, I was scared down here. I didn't enter, and I watched it come back up, trade sideways, and go up. And my entry was in here, in this dip, and I got stopped out in here. That's what it was. And then it just grinded on higher, like most of them do when they get above the ATR high. But today we have Adobe out here as the key victim, or key prospect of Friday, to see what it wants to do. I'm also going to be watching the SPY hard and heavy because the SPY had a downwards move here coming into the pre-market, kind of dropped off, came up here to 543s and had a $3 drop down here to the 540s. I was trying to see if it's going to end up holding the 539s to 538s, but we'll see where it is based on the ATR. If it's just going down, I want to kind of wait for consolidation to move back up, but I'm definitely going to keep my eye on Adobe to play off of it if the SPY wants to act right. If it wants to act right. We have about 15 minutes to the bell. And if you guys are seeing anything else, definitely throw it into the chat, and we'll definitely check it out. Also, I know I never do this, but make sure you hit that like button. Also another thing, Wednesdays. I actually got another contract for Wednesdays. And so I'm going to be on site now. I still trade wherever I am. So I'm gonna trade. I always have a computer on me or something. And but Wednesdays, getting tight and they are paying good. So Wednesdays are getting very slim. So I may actually cut back on the streams on Wednesday and just do Mondays and Fridays, just a recap of the week. Like I said, I'm trading everything, so it doesn't matter. Small, mid, large. I'm looking for stocks in play with range that can pay me. That's it. Large caps. I haven't taken. The largest size that I've taken on large cap was like 200 shares, just to get that comfortability. But I'm really at the point where I feel comfortable in large caps and just trading them in general, finding that good news and playing them. The only problem is got to be more patient. Large caps are a whole different game, and sometimes it takes a while for the thesis to play out. Maybe not even in the same day. Sometimes I get in, get stopped out on the day before it goes parabolic, and I'm like, yeah. So large caps, I really gotta hone in the whole time and make sure I'm not rushing the trade just because it's not looking the greatest right at that moment. I'm building these theses, and that's happened to me like a couple of times now. Got into something, tried to day trade it, and then the next day, bam, up goes. Okay, so Adobe hitting up as well, breaking over the 531s. Like I said, this thing's got range, man. It's got range. It does have lower volume. Only a 500,000 shares traded right now. I was expecting more people to be interested in it, but seeing that they're not, I want to see how it reacts to the SPY continue to try to go down. See if the shorts want to jump on more than the longs, even though it has good catalyst. You like news on BITF? Lori says BITF, and then how about a buy right on Tesla? I saw Tesla. Tesla had some news come out about Elon. I believe he did he buy something or did he invest? I forget what he did, but I'm gonna go and look at it. Let's go to Tesla and then we'll go to BITF. Tesla working its way. It has almost done a double bottom, but it's more of an uptrend. Um, Previous bottom around 100 and then stopping at 137 and pulling back in here. I have still been keeping my eye on Tesla, the dividend paying stock that follows Tesla, and trying to see what it wants to do as well. Tesla. This one has a super high dividend, but the only thing is it has no pattern that has showed us any upward movements before, and it doesn't have a whole lot of trading time on it either. Only maybe a little bit over a year that it's been trading, so I just haven't been confident enough to trade it again. I traded it once, got some great dividends off of it, but I'm okay. If it crashes down some more, I'll be okay with that. Especially if they keep their dividend high. But it's basically an options play on Tesla that pays a dividend. But let's go back over to Tesla real quick and look at that news catalyst because I remember I seen something about Elon here. Got about 9 minutes to the bell. Press release. Tesla releases results of 2024 annual meeting of stockholders. Elon Musk advocates for Argentinian businesses. Tesla Optimus robot could hit the market by end of next year. That was May 2nd. So most of the most recent stuff in Elon Musk speaks, many people listen, and Argentina seems to be at the top of his mind these days. Okay. Advocating for Argentinian enterprise. Impact macroeconomic policies. Okay, so he made an investment, supports a strong investment in Argentina. Okay, that's probably something I have to just read off because I guess y'all can go and check that out. This is at NASDAQ.com. I knew he was advocating or doing something, investing in something. Okay, but I still don't think that's the exact news that I saw. Musk wins Tesla shareholder battle to keep record-breaking pay. Let's go Tesla. I just can't remember. Elon Musk is an irreplaceable CEO. Blah blah blah. Musk's pay battle is not over. Okay, so that's just speculation. That's no press releases. Let's go and check out BITF. Bit Farms. Let's go to the profile and see what it's got going. Bit Farms. The profile says engages in mining of cryptocurrency coins and tokens in Canada, the United States, Paraguay, and Argentina. It owns and operates server farms that primarily validates transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain and earning cryptocurrency from block rewards and transaction fees. The company also provides electrician services to commercial and residential customers in Quebec, Canada. It also understates hosting of third-party mining hardware. The company was founded in 2017 and is based in Toronto, Canada. Let's go to stats. Let's go see what these floats and stuff are talking about. A little bit higher float. It probably is a little bit more stable. What's the market cap here? Market cap is 1.158 billion. It is still a small cap. A lot of shares out there being traded. Let's go and look at the charting of BITF. Okay, BITF jumped up there. Let's see what the percent gain is on this one. Percent gain up 6% today. Let's look at the larger time frame. So on the monthly, we got about 3 years of trading. 22, 23, 24 was once up at $9, came down to 38 cents, and has been since gaining some traction. Let's look at, it is coming up to this $3 level again that is tested before. And it might be over. No, it's not over. It went over during pre-market, but it's not over it right now. It's coming back down to this 289 level right here. And we'll see what happens. Can it get any green monthly bodies up here above $3? Will probably be the question. Let's look at the daily chart here. Daily chart, yesterday it had these last 3 days, it's had quite a bit of a pop-up. Came down here, 220s, jumped up to 35s, 281s. Okay, looking nice, nice. We have about 4 minutes left to the bell. My dividends are still holding up as well. VOD did come back quite a bit, but I'm still in the green on it. I want to see if it was going to recover or whatnot. Let's look at VOD real quick. Where is it? What is it doing? Just kind of going sideways around the 875s, but it came down quite a bit. I bought down here 840s. And it went all the way up here, but I was like, okay, this thing is gonna just, hang around here, 950s for a little bit. But it came back down. I do have a stop out on it that will be profitable, but I wanted to just collect the dividend for as long as I could. But since it's coming back down, I'll stop out if it wants to. The other one that I was trading was AGNC. AGNC. This one I entered looking for on the monthly chart, looking for this break of the $10. It has been building up multiple times, and I actually entered 970 around here. And well, actually, I entered higher than that. I entered it around right under 10, 990s. I averaged up or averaged down, I guess. But right now, I'm in the green. But I really want to see this thing break over 10. I do have 400 shares of it for a break of 10 if it does happen. But if not, it's okay because it is paying a dividend, pays 48 bucks a month. So my loss on this one, I have my stop out at 950, which is an $80 risk on this entire trade. And so, if it stays above 950, great. If it stops me out, I'll lose 80 bucks. But the dividend, I already got one payment, which was 48 bucks. So that cuts that in half. And then if I get another one, that'll be the whole 80. So if I get stopped out at that point after the second dividend payment, I'm good. I'm great. I made my 80 bucks. I'm good. But yeah, looking for that one to get back over 10. That would be nice. But back over here to our guy Adobe. Looking like it is, it came down a little bit really quickly down here to the 526s and popped right back up. Got a minute, well, less than 2 minutes to the open. And we were watching Adobe. It is looking great. As far as on the scans, it is leading. Now, it may be some stuff under 5, but I don't care about that stuff. So I kind of just don't even look down there anymore. I'm pretty interested in things that can pay a lot of money. So here we go. Adobe coming back up here to the 530s, and we're going to see how it wants to play out. About to open up in a minute. Also, let's keep an eye on the SPY as well. SPY is going to be our secondary player here. Is the SPY going to support movement up? It looks like it has a little bit of resistance here at the 540s made here. Maybe it'll do a quick spurt, but I see resistance here. I want to see if this resistance is going to hold at the 540s, or I guess 541 maybe. But yeah, let's watch both of them and see what happens. There is a high up here that was hit during aftermarket right at the 536s, right under the 537s. But we're going to see here. 20 seconds left, and it's party time. Adobe. Very good news. It has AI news. Made a killing. Broke its record in money making. 5.3 something billion. So I like all of those ideas, but I do want to see proper setup, proper movement on this one. ATR high right now is the 534.44. 534.44. ATR low is the 526.06. And that's the full ATR. So that's all 11. What is it? Oh, it jumped up. It's not $11 anymore. It's $15. Okay, jumped up. $15.89. Touching the top ATR there. Right there. Stopped right at the full ATR right there. And coming back. Let's see if it'll touch the bottom side. If it'll give us a big doji counter like it doesn't know which way it wants to go. Looking at the SPY. We can see the SPY didn't really even touch the first ATR there. Okay, so we'll see what the SPY is going to make this thing do. But it did touch it got very near the first ATR there, or the full ATR. Got 1 million shares traded on it as well. Looking for some red movement here. Back under. SPY still coming up though. That's the thing. Is the SPY going to support this move? SPY looks like it wants to come back to 541s, but now it's going down. Still red on the day on the SPY. Let me go over here. Daily chart. So looking over here on the daily chart, man, I got so many lines over here. Okay, it is red on the SPY. You can see this three formed a three. Yeah, I don't like this pattern right here. This top pattern on the SPY looks like it's got a little bit more down to go. We'll keep our eye on Adobe as well. Adobe, oh my goodness, what in the world? Making a nice move down. So basically these lines, the top one is a full ATR, which is the $15 or $16 now. And then the inner lines are the division. So that's 16 divided by 2. Those are what those ATRs are. And right now it is not playing at the high ATRs. It's going towards the low ones. But with such good news, I'm okay with it going low because that means better prices, right? So I'm definitely going to keep this one on watch definitely into next week. With this much good news going down. I like it. So getting on down there, low here is at the 525s. It got through that first ATR low very quickly. Let's see if it'll pull back up and find some type of consolidation here, or does it want to go ahead and get to the full test both sides of the full ATR? But this is based on the 15-minute as well. So if we look on the daily ATR out here is the ATR high is 546. So it's way away from that. ATR low is 514. So let me actually mark those up on the chart so we can see the dailies out here as well. ATR low on the daily. Low is at 514. 514.24, and we'll make that red. And then the ATR high is up there at the 546.26 on the daily. 546.26. Edit. Oh, no. I want to just put something there. Why isn't it letting me? Oh, I see now. All right, 522s, edit, and we will make this the ATR high. Going on down there to the 522s, remember that the ATR low is the 514s. It is below the ATR low. I usually don't mess with these. This is how I lost money on one of my trades on large caps because I traded under here and I just wasn't patient enough. It did not give any type of reversal, especially with the SPY. The SPY did break over 541. So, we'll see. Now, some of these price levels that I had out here were previous from the monthly. I usually take my price levels from the monthly and work my way down. And that's what you see. These white lines out here are previous price levels that were of interest. ATR, that was the ATR high I was typing out. ATR high on the daily. 546.26. Okay. So we have now tested both sides of the ATR low and the ATR high. Didn't quite get a break of the ATR high though. Got a break of the low. Let's go green. All right, so that's that one. And then we want the regular ATR up here as well. So regular one is at 538, right under 540s, 538. 538. 530, well, basically 538 even. And that's the ATR high. ATR, not high, but just the ATR. We'll make that one green too. And then the ATR low, which it is heading for, is 520. 520. I just put it 520 even. 520 even. I'm marking this chart up over here on the daily. TR 520. Oops, not $5.20, 520. And we'll make this one red. This is a lower one. All right, so we will see how this holds. It got close to the 520, but the SPY making a little comeback. It's still red on the day though. SPY over here came down, tried to get down towards these lows, and now is into what looks like a little bit of consolidation in here. Needs to make a decision to go higher and get above these 541s if it's going to give the play that everyone is looking for. Looking over here on Adobe now, big indecision with green to the upside, big buy up off of this. Whoa, chill out. Big buy up off of this, and just kind of sitting here. The control point or point of control is at the 528s right now. Hasn't moved much though. The value level is the other thing that you'll see here. These arrows going up and down. They contain the top 70% of trades that have happened during a particular market. Like this one down here is aftermarket. This one is specific to pre-market. So we can kind of see the volume or the price concentration, where the volume came in, is what we're using that for. So we got the ATRs, we got the previous historical levels as the white lines, and then we got the volume concentration with the volume profile. So let's see. We are in a doji candle right now. Trucker 2B says, get your final bids in before the economy returns. If it does, 2024 might be the rebound year because it's short enough. It's short enough flatliner for a lot of stuff. Donnell says it's a cheap one. SVMH, 3,000 shares. Oh my goodness, you got a real cheap one. 3,000 shares. SVMH. How much is that one up? SVMH. That is up 118%. Let's go look at that old catalyst we love and adore so much. SVMH press releases. It announces a 2.0 electric motorbike, which will be available to order online beginning June 16th. That's in 2 days, with first shipments to commence in early Q3 2024. SVMH announces extraordinary general meeting of shareholders. That was 1 day ago. Microcap rodeos spring into summer conference. Okay, so it does have a little bit of news there, so I can see why people are definitely jumping over there. Up 33%. I don't know. The ATR on this one is 3 cents. So in comparison to Adobe, we got 3 cents versus 16 bucks. That's big. But SVMH may be something that is shorter term. So this is the first coming into the first 15 minutes of the market, and it is above the ATR highs. ATR right now on the 15-minute is 29 cents, so it needs to hold above that to stay bullish. Let's look over on the higher time frames. Oh, it doesn't have a whole lot of trading history. Only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months of trading in TOS. And getting this nice little pop up. Now we do like to take note of these candles here to see what happened when they did pop up. This is one that usually snaps back, so you got to be quick on it. This one went up here to 35 cents, snapped all the way back to 22, but these are weeks. So this was in 1 week, and these are other weeks. Let's look at the daily chart though to see how those pops look. Here on the daily, we can see went up to 83. That was in 1 day. Oh, this was in 1 day. So up to 35, down in 1 day, back up to 35, down in 1 day. A little bit of the same sentiment here, went up. 35 just seems like a problem. It seems like a problem. So 35 was a previous level that caused it to, let's just put it out 35 and look across. 35, and then across here we can see it just has had some type of relationship with 35. I don't know why 35 is so significant, but yeah, up 121%, well above the daily ATR here at 30 cents. Needs to definitely hold that level, but a long way away from the 22. But we've seen that before where it got over that level like this one and ripped back, got over that level like this one, ripped back. So just be careful and keep in mind what's going on. Adobe coming back down to the lows. And so now I'm thinking this thing really has some bearishness in it, which I like. But the SPY is still going up. That's the other thing. This one's supposed to be following the SPY a little bit. It's got a 1.28 in the beta. That's not the highest ones. You know, some of the bigger tech stocks, they really follow the SPY. They may have a 4 instead of a 1. They every time the SPY moves, it moves. So, you know, just taking all of that into consideration and letting it play on these lows here. All right, SVMH coming up to that 35 level. Let's see the reaction of this historical level that's been a problem for it. And this level right here is basically the ATR, this 30 cents. Let's see if it can go ahead and rip up there through that 35 and if buyers will come in over 35. Oh, came down a little bit. Still above the ATR though, so I think it's going to still be bullish until it breaks this down. That 29. SPY still red on the day. Could not pull that red to green or yeah, red to green move that it was trying. So coming back down. All right, anything else popping up? We got nothing else that's cancerous. I like cancer stocks. I don't really like, and the way that I look at it when I'm looking at for cancer stocks, I look for high relative volume, high relative standard deviation, and these are zeros, zeros, zeros. Everything's got zeros except Adobe. Adobe getting real cancerous looking. So that's why I'm throwing it on the watch and keeping my eye on it to see what kind of moves it wants to make. We also have I mean, nothing else is really live like that. So I don't know. We'll see. SVMH right above the ATR. Will it do a break back down through the ATR of 30 cents? Making its way downtown. All right, so there's the tap of 30. It's not really a break yet. Yeah, not really a break of that green right there. And popping off of that level. Okay, Adobe still in the struggle bus. So I may just give this one till next week and see if it really wants to start breaking higher. Maybe on Monday morning. Be a nice little Monday blessing. All right, that 15-minute has closed, so we got a new 15-minute on the ATR lows. So that is definitely looking a little bit bearish with it being not really fighting back towards these highs yet. Okay, SVMH closed this 15-minute as well. ATR right here at the 30, still around the 30 cents. And slipping on down, slipping on down. Will it hold this level though? It hasn't broke yet. There's the break. Okay, so but still though, it could still give opportunities above this. This is just a little test of the ATR. It is way away from the ATR lows. So and the value level is actually above the ATR lows. So still bullish in my book. Back over the 30s if it can get it. May need a little bit of time, but yeah. GameStop. I hate GameStop. Why are people so focused on GameStop? Oh my. Oh, I hate GameStop so much. Oh my goodness. GameStop is up here. ATR high is above the ATR, so this stock needs to die. This stock needs to die, bro. All right. I just saw that when it's on it's a large cap now, so you know it popped on my large cap scanner, and I just hate to see it. I just hate to see it. Adobe going on down, certifying that it is a little bit bearish on these ATR lows. Going on down there. Okay. SVMH though holding up this 30. This is the ATR right here, this $30 level. So it's holding it. It is holding it. I'm thinking it can probably give some type of move back up. On the 15-minute though, it has like a couple minutes before it closes. 3 minutes. And it is holding this level. Looking very bullish above the ATRs. But this candle has also not closed yet. Oh my goodness, KAVL up 350% just popped on my scan. KAVL. Let's go look at the catalyst for this. It started under 5 and blasted up here. Let's go look at catalyst real quick for KAVL. KAVL, let's see. Press releases. So last news was in March. Do they have earnings coming up or something? KAVL. Earnings date. March. Very weird. Hasn't provided us with upcoming earnings. Very weird on that one. Maybe there was something said in this one that referred to June, maybe. Not really. I don't know why that thing's up 300 something percent, but it is pushing and pushing and pushing. Let's go look. It is a low float. It is cancerous. If we look over here on my scans, we can see I like to trade things that are getting that standard deviation above 1, and it just crossed that point with 6 million shares traded. Nice cancerous stock with an ATR of 84 cents. So it is going on the watch as well. I don't know why it's up. No catalyst, but it's up. Over $5 and it's up. I don't know. I can't tell you. Maybe there's something else that maybe there's some other news outlet that says something. KVL. Let's see. No, not statistics. News. Is it a chat room pumping it? KVL brand. This is 2 months ago. What's his last news? That's crazy. Yeah, everything's 2 months ago. I don't even know. I can't tell you anything about that one, other than it's in a halt now. And Adobe going on down. Yes, just go down. That's all we want to see. Just go down. We got ATR low on the daily here at 514. SVMH still holding above this 30, getting up there to 31 cents. Held that ATR quite nicely. And look at it. Off of that ATR bounce. Now remember, this is a cheaper one, so it can flash. It can flash up or down. But, you know, I'm thinking as long as it's above 30, I'm thinking it's bullish. Has a top up here that it has once tested at the 35s. So that's 3 cents away. Mike D says no news on E-Trade. Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words on some of these. It's up 400%. 400%, man. It's insane. Let me look at the top volume movers here. So we got K-Ball, Nvidia, but of course I don't just look at the top percent gainers or whatnot like that. I'm looking for a specific. I'm looking, especially for large caps. I'm looking for a specific percent gain before I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one. I want to see it move. I don't want to see it sitting around break even because it can easily flip to a red day. Okay, let's flip this back up to there. Okay, so there we go. That guy Adobe keeps pulling back up. Pulling back up here, 527s into, let's see if it can hold the body of this candle, maybe 527s. I don't know. Looks okay. But this candle hasn't closed yet. Plus KAVL and SVMH definitely getting attention. 35 was the spot to try to beat. And SVMH going up there to 35s right there. So that's the first touch since the open. What will be the reaction off of that level is the question. This candle has 8 minutes until it closes. Jump back over. When is KAVL opening up? Let me go look at that. Trade halt. KVL halted at the 950. So it's got 2 minutes left until it opens up. 955. So we'll definitely keep our eye on that. SVMH. Now I'm thinking if KVL comes out strong, I don't know how SVMH is going to survive. We'll see if people don't jump over to the other one. Both of them are cancerous stocks, though. If we look on the relative standard deviation, all this SMB is super cancerous, but it's just a lower price, so it's harder to trust the levels that it has up there. Getting on up there though, 36 touching. Did it touch 36? High of 36. So that is great. Still expecting. Let's see what happens once this candle closes, though. It's just kind of playing around here. Adobe still holding around where it was. KAVL, we're about to be getting an open on this one. Right on the 55 flat. 40 seconds. All right, 15 seconds. KVL will be opening up. There's the open. Just a little open. No. Ooh. Okay, it's cooking. Hot grease. Or hot grits. Okay. Popping and dropping quite a bit on this 15-minute. Think about it. This is a 15-minute. Imagine how the 1 minute looks. Fell from 725, 714s down here to almost 614. So $1 loss there if you were, getting abused by this thing. SVMH pushing up to 40 cents, 5 cents over its previous highs. A lot going on today. But these are the cancerous stocks of the day, and these are the only ones I really care about. Anything else is not cancerous. I just like, let them do what they do. But these three stocks, they have to be in my price range, of course, because I hadn't traded anything under $1 in years. For real. Maybe some crypto. but not stocks. All right, KVL pushing back up. Looking at the volume profile, I'm seeing some volume come in here, but still the area of interest is was really down here at the 476. So I'm wondering, will it need to do a pullback and create some new area of interest up here before it goes any higher? Another thing is there is no notable reason that it will go higher. So this is one of those that you just got to be quick and hope you don't get your shoes taken. Adobe breaking on down. Yes, yes, yes. Keep on breaking. 5 million shares traded on Adobe. Headed down. I like it. Okay, SVMH. Can it create a new area of interest? And I've noticed with watching the volume profile, if it can't create a new level of interest, it usually, maybe it'll consolidate a little bit, but it'll end up trying to go back to where the volume was to see what the agreement looks like. If people still like it in that level, in those levels, it'll rise back up. If they like it above, volume will keep coming in and a new level of interest will be created. The volume profile will move up. The point of control will move up. But if at this point, it hasn't moved the point of control or anything. So we'll see what happens. I kind of like for the whole volume profile to move above the ATR high. That'll be dope. That's kind of like how once I'm in, that's how I like to see it move. The whole thing just moving up. Just moving up. All right, Adobe, continue to pop up. SVMH. Still playing around with this 40 level. About to close up the first 30 minutes of the day. Where are those cancerous stocks? Cipher. Especially if they're small caps or mid caps and they're not cancerous, I'm like, I don't want them. Large caps, I'm okay with because they have such a big range, but small caps, I'm good. All right, so we're coming back to the 35s, which was that level of interest that we saw on the larger time frame on the daily. And so we know that this thing has done this type of move before. It went up and snatched back. So right now it's testing that 35 hard for some support. KAVL looking like it's wanting to get back under 6. Adobe, keep breaking down, baby. Get under 520s. Let's go. Looking at the daily chart over here. This was a gap fill, looks like. So this is the gap here. Came here, gap down from 575 down here to 525, and it is in the middle of the gap. So there's a large chance that it wants to fill this gap, but we just got to give it time. We just got to give it time. Now it is opening up below the ATR low, which is another sign, and it's on the bottom of the volume profile. Sometimes there are reversals here, but kind of like that off of that volume profile there of the 523. But this is overall bearish behavior down here at these ATR lows. So I want to see it continue to plow down, and the SPY is going back down. So SPY failed to break over the ATR highs and ripping back. Big dump down. I like that. I likes that. K-Vol coming and making a new area of interest right here on K-Vol. Was it 610 right above 6s coming in here? Are these shorts or are these longs is the question. And we're about to see once this candle, how long did, this candle has 15 minutes. All right, but yeah, Adobe is going to be my main watch going into next week. I'm definitely going to keep it on watch. Hopefully it consolidates and maybe test some of these lower levels and it can come back through. It's got so much good news to be going down. That's what I'm thinking in my head. This thing, just the idea is there, but I don't want to be too early on the idea. So I'm just letting it do its thing, develop a pattern, and then executing. But of course, we all know the old adage: the market it can remain what, insolvent longer than you can remain solvent, or something like that. I don't know. Okay, SVMH holding over this 35, but with this big hammer candle here, I don't know if it'll be able to recoup all of that. It has a previous level that it struggled with during the pre-market here at the 39s or 40 level, and a level of interest is coming in there. So somebody, it looks like they're doing something about this. I don't know if those are buyers or sellers, but I do see more volume coming in there. KAVL under 6, and Adobe continuing down. I like it. I like all of it. ARM is also up here. ARM, ARM, seeing that one. So it is above the ATR high. What is the overall pattern on this one, though? Oh, straight up. Okay. Don't know if it has any previous catalyst, but is it cancerous on today? It is not. It has 5 million shares, and that is not cancerous for it, according to its relative volume. Let's see if it has any kind of news on it. On ARM. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to close that. Oh well. Anyway, ARM. Okay, no close catalyst, or yes, it is June 11th. ARM Total Design with plans to develop ARM Neoverse powered HPC platform. Semi 5 platform offers a new Peridium, or wait, Peridium, Peridium. I can't even think. I don't even know. Let's just call it Paradig. Paradig. For semiconductor design and manufacturing, promising a significant impact on the market through cost reduction, performance optimization, and development flexibility. This technology will accelerate innovation in the semiconductor industry. So that may be one to keep on watch, especially with the rise of AI. We'll see. But yeah, I'll keep my eye on that one. ARM. It's popped up a couple of times, but on the larger time frame, you can see this thing has been just galloping up above the highs. Is this the highest it's ever been? Yeah, it is. So it broke the highs up here of the 163s, and it's now at 165, and just kind of trying to find its space where it wants to go. But anyway, that's the stream for today. I've pretty much seen everything that I want to kind of see. I hope for Adobe to be acting quite nice next week with all of that good catalyst. But yeah, that's pretty much it. SVMH struggling with the 40 again. Did get back over this previous high of the 39 cents. And then ARM out there. But ARM isn't really cancerous on the day. That's the only thing. So I just keep that one on watch. So right now, minus SVMH, I probably won't end up trading that one, but it's one to watch on the day because it's up 170 something percent. But those four, KAVL, SVMH, Adobe, and ARM are going to be those. I don't know if ARM's going to become cancerous during the day, but it's definitely getting some eyes looking over there. But yeah, that is it for me today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. I never say that. I have to remember, hit the like button, hit the like button. So for now, this new contract that I have, it is interrupting the streaming schedule a little bit on Wednesdays. So I'm actually going to be going out to this site and working on Wednesdays. So I just be streaming Mondays and Fridays and give y'all an update, beginning of the week, end of the week. And yeah, so that's gonna be the new schedule. But this contract is sweet. So, I was like, you know what? All you need is one day. All right. So yeah, I'm jumping over there on that. And you can definitely still hit me up during the in the Discord. I'll still be trading. I just won't be able to stream from that location. So let me know what's up in the Discord. You can join our Discord. The link should have been dropped. It is dropped in there. Let me know if you have any problems accessing it. It's all free, so do what you can, do what you got to do. If we're going to continue trading today, remember Friday is a natural sell-off day. So a lot of times, even if things are ripping up, they do eventually like to kind of sell off into the weekend. Next week, I know we got that holiday. I think it's like Juneteenth. I believe it's Juneteenth. And also this month, the whole month has been men's mental health month. So definitely make sure that you stand straight, you finding your peace and tranquility, and not slapping anybody. If you need to slap something, you can go to the gym, get you a puncher bag, and go hard on it. But yeah, definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. I don't know if I'm going to do anything today. My big interest was Adobe. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on that. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. And as always, I will see you guys next week, bright and early on Monday, and we will get into it. Man, time is just getting so short, bro. I literally got a meeting time, man. I got to figure out something to extend my time, maybe. But I like what I'm doing, so I'm not mad at it. Anyway, as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.